Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
To our new passengers, aloha and welcome aboard.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Thank you for joining us. You're here for ResortLoop.com episode number 45. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
And we have another special guest. You've heard her before. My lovely wife, Dawn Scott, is joining us. Hello.
Hello.
Yay, the crowd goes wild.
Actually, two guests, because I'm gonna interview you as well, Tim.
What?
This is a very, very special episode because you guys are getting ready to go on a Disney cruise.
We are very excited.
Yep.
I'm very excited, and I don't get to go. So. But before we get to that, we should do some shout-outs. What do you say?
Yes, absolutely. You can go ahead and start, Bob.
All right. Well, you remember our episode, the last episode, where we talked about the things you could get rid of at Disney World?
Yes, I remember it well.
Light 'em and Hide.
Yes.
They wanted to give you a shout-out.
Oh.
They said, by the way, the idea of having charging stations inside the universe of energy is pure gold.
Oh.
That is way better than them just taking out the DVC and putting charging stations in all the DVC kiosks. But so there you go. See, did I not say you were a genius, an evil genius?
I did not believe you, but now I'm starting to think I am brilliant. Or I just had a moment.
You are brilliant. And
stop
you had a moment. Either way.
Either way.
So you had something about our last episode too, didn't you?
I did. In my rage on things that we would remove from some of the parks, I said I would remove Cosmic Ray and take him over to the Speedway and tie him to the tracks.
Yes.
However, our friends Disney Chicago and then Terry Pritchard pointed out that it's not Cosmic Ray I have the problem with. I apparently have anger issues with Sunny Eclipse.
Ah, that's right.
And I thought about that later that night, and I was just like, oh, well, why edit it out? It's too much fun.
That's right. Can you edit out all the good things I just got done saying about you?
Oh, they're gone. They're gone.
Okay, all right, good. Good. You know what? That one slipped right by me, too. I missed that one myself, so... I've got one more.
Call yourself Disney fans?
I know. Who is that voice? Those are the voices in my head again. I got two more real quick ones. I got our buddy Dave Tupper, who's over in Hawaii.
I know, our good friend.
He's got such a rough life. This is going to go along kind of with. I'm sure he's going to listen very intently to this show because he shot us a tweet that said, "I am so excited to have the wife's approval for next year's Walt Disney World trip and cruise."
Wow.
Ooh.
So there you go. So see, this is a very, very special episode. And then finally, I've got our pal Vicky from over in the UK. She goes by at VIKKMW on the Twitter. They are leaving probably as we release this show. And they're doing their fortnight and a half.
Oh, very nice. They're
going to be there for 3 weeks, and she's going to actually try and help us out and record some stuff while at the parks, as per your request.
I love it,
and send that to us. Yeah, that's going to be very cool. So she's asked us to give her a shout out. So hey, Vicky.
Hey, Vicky.
And Anthony, and Ben and Ava. There's the shout out. And real quick, Ben and Ava, stop arguing in the back of the car.
So turn that car around.
I'm telling you, or the plane. We're turning this plane around. So there you go.
Awesome. Can I send out one more quick one?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Our friend Michael on Twitter, at DVC Winner. You'll remember him.
I sure do.
He sent a picture where he listens to the show.
Yes.
He's directing traffic as he listens to the show. So I don't want to confuse him or anything, but stop, go. Well, anyway, thanks, Michael, for sending that in. And anyone out there, just send us a quick little picture where you listen to the podcast at.
Absolutely. That was very cool. We really appreciated those. And go check those out on our Facebook page or the website, ResortLoop.com. So okay, let's blow the foghorn.
There you go.
Outstanding. And let's start this show. Now, you guys are leaving on Wednesday. Is that correct?
Yes.
Where are you going?
We're going to Thurman Munson Memorial Stadium.
Okay. I'm sorry. I heard a lot of iPods just turn off there. Well,
No, actually, when we leave, we're picking up our son at a baseball.
We have to pick up Mackenzie first. We have to pick her up from her drum lesson first.
That's true. We have to pick her up. We're going to pick her up at drums at the school, and then we're picking up Stephen at the stadium from a baseball camp. Mm-hmm. And we're getting right on the highway from that with a stinky teenager in the car.
oh, that's nice.
Pray for us because it is going to be stinky because he'll have been there all day.
It'll be hot, stinky, and a teenage boy in the back.
And you won't care because you're heading south, so that's all that matters.
And
That's
heading
right.
away from dropping the kids off, picking the kids up. Oh,
It's
can't
just going
wait.
to be nice to relax. That's right.
For
That's
sure.
Right. Now, you guys aren't. You're not leaving. You're not heading straight to Port Canaveral, right?
no, we're going to stop partway down, spend the night, and then finish our drive on Thursday. And we're going to spend 2 nights at the Animal Kingdom Lodge before our cruise.
Oh, very
Yes,
nice.
we love the Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Very nice. And by the way, we expect a lot of trip reports out of you guys.
Oh, for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, so fantastic. You're going to spend 2 nights at Animal Kingdom. Now, are you taking the resort bus over to the ship, or are you driving over?
We're going to drive. We when we get off the ship on the 10th, we want to have our car right at the port for us because we need to hop in our van and head back because the very next day Stephen has a tryout and I need to get to school and get my stuff set up because the 12th is meet the teacher night and I can't get in before I leave on my trip, so I'll have to set up my room on a Sunday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it'll be a slow, enjoyable vacation. Then once we get off the thing, we're going to shoot up 95 at about 95
For sure.
to get back home.
So we're driving straight through, so about 16 hours is
Yep.
usually what it takes us.
Yep.
So can I just say this real quick, and no offense to anyone, but thank goodness you're not going on a Carnival cruise because
Oh, we don't know when we'd get back.
you'd have no idea. That too soon.
The dates are just a suggestion.
Now, as everyone knows,
You better
this
not
is
have just jinxed our trip
Yeah,
with some tropical storm brewing somewhere.
we know where you live.
you guys are going to have a great time. You know you're going to have a great time. This is not your first Disney trip, as most of our listeners already know. Will be actually your third?
Yes.
Our
Disney
third
trip.
cruise, yes.
Now, you've done Alaska, you've done Canada, and this is your first Disney Caribbean cruise.
Correct.
Now,
Very-
you have taken other cruises, right?
Yes. We
What-
have.
Okay, so you don't have to name the cruise line, but what are you expecting different between this and the other cruise that you took?
Well, the other cruise, Royal Caribbean, was very nice.
It is. We really did love Royal Caribbean, but it's one of those things, if you have children and you've done Disney first, it would be difficult to go to Royal Caribbean. But having done Royal Caribbean and enjoyed it very much, going to Disney, you don't go back when you have children.
Yes. That was one of the first things our son said when he was on the ship.
That the teen club, he wasn't very excited in Alaska to go to the teen club. We sort of forced him. We said, go the first night, see how it is. They have a meet for the teens and they kind of plan what they're going to do on their cruise. And he came back and was just, this is way better. And there was so many more things for him to do as a teenager, so many more planned activities. And they don't schedule them until the teens are on board and they take a consensus of the group as to what they really truly want to do, and they plan their cruise around what the teens on that cruise want to do, not just, well, this day we do this day we do that. It's really the teen directed.
Oh, wow. That's very cool. Now, once you leave Port Canaveral, where is your ship going to go?
We have our first day is at sea, then we do 3 ports in a row. We do Grand Cayman, Cozumel, and then Costa Maya. Or is it Costa Maya, then Cozumel? I think it's Costa
I think
Maya,
it's Costa
then,
Maya first,
then
yes.
Cozumel, then a day at sea, Castaway Key, and then back.
And as far as excursions, what excursions are you looking at doing?
You know what? We recently just changed. Actually,
Today,
earlier today, yeah. We were going to do the, what's it called? The Jeep Adventure?
Jeep Explorer.
Jeep Explorer in Cozumel.
Mm-hmm.
And then we thought about it today, and as long as it was and where we were going to go, we thought that we should try something a little more historical.
Yes, mostly for our teenage son, who is a big history buff and would very much like to be a history teacher. We thought it would be better for us to do something such as see the ruins in Cozumel. So I think we're going to switch to an excursion that does more of that.
Oh, okay. Very good. Very good. So you're turning it into a little bit of it. Now, how does he feel about the educational part of this?
Oh, it's history. He's thrilled.
Yeah, he likes it.
He has history. He's taken AP European history for his senior year for his history class, and they had to get the books and start homework. They have a test like the second day of school, and he has himself so scheduled as far as I need to be doing this section today. And I was looking at his work, and
yeah, we're very proud of him for
very proud. It's a lot of work in the summer for what he's doing.
He's been very disciplined.
Yeah, he's done very well.
Oh,
Good
and
for
then
him.
yeah, and I think we need to point out also at Castaway Key, we're going to do the the stingrays.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. You'll love that. You'll love that. That is going to be awesome.
We're excited. We had thought about doing them in Grand Cayman, and Mackenzie, even though she's older, she was still a little freaked out about being in like open waters with the stingrays. And so the ones at Castaway Key, they've had the barbs removed, and they're very tamed and trained. So
Yeah,
we thought
used
that would
to
be
people,
better
so.
in there. Yeah. So
Yeah.
So
Any nervous feelings going into Mexico? Anything?
not on the side of Mexico we're going on.
No, not on the eastern side of Mexico. We've been there. We've been to Cozumel before, and we didn't venture too far from the port. The port adventure we did the last time was right at the port, so we didn't venture too far from there. But I found Cozumel very fun the last time we were there. They had these beautiful clay pieces that they were selling, and one was a beautiful like sunburst, and it was painted so beautifully. And I picked it up, and the guy said, oh, for you, $50. And I put it back down, and I said, no, thank you. And he goes, okay, $20. And so I said, no, thank you. I said, how about 10? And he snatched, I thought he'd come back with 15. And he said, yes, $10.
Yep.
So I found that kind of fun, because we don't really do that in our country. So
Right.
that was a different experience, and I found it to be very fun.
Yeah, very unique, and they're hanging in our classroom.
Yep.
That's very cool. Now, Tim will attest, as as I know me being married guys, we do that on a daily basis. We have what we think we should be doing, and then we have to barter down to what you guys really want. So, any ports that you think you're just going to stay on the ship, or you're going to go and explore everywhere you stop?
Well, I think we're thinking that Grand Cayman is staying on the ship.
Yeah.
We've been to Grand Cayman on our two of the other Royal Caribbean cruises, and it's very nice and beautiful. And I'd suggest for people to go. But having done it, I think we're going to explore the Fantasy a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now, refresh my memory and everybody that's listening. What ships have you been on so far, then?
Well, we've been on the Wonder in Alaska, the Magic in Canada, and this will be our first time on the one of the new ships on the Fantasy.
And the Fantasy is the largest ship they have, right?
It's the newest. It's I think it is maybe a couple inches longer than the Dream. I thought I heard.
Yeah,
but they're sister ships.
I think it's the biggest one they have. But so, what are you anticipating out of the ship that maybe the other two didn't have or don't have? Anything that you're really looking forward to because you're going to be on the Fantasy?
Well, I know we're both looking forward to the Veranda. This will be our first Disney cruise with the Veranda.
Yes, we just had porthole rooms, ocean view rooms last two times. So definitely looking forward to the Veranda. I know Mackenzie is looking forward to the Aqueduct.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So she's pretty excited about that.
Yeah, that sounds good. Any what are the onboard ship adventures you guys are going to take? Do you have to book those too, right?
Some of them, like if you want to do the have a treatment in the spa, you're recommended to pre-book those, but we haven't done any of that. Sometimes in the Navigator, you'll see, especially on port days, they'll have specials in the spa that are considerably cheaper than if you had pre-booked it, especially during a sea day. So we might take advantage of that. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
I'd like to go on a galley tour. I thought they did. Do they do galley tours? I thought I read somewhere.
I'm not sure.
I'd like to take something like that, see something a little more behind the scenes on the ship if possible.
Yeah.
Right. Do they do any kind of like cooking classes, anything like that?
They do. You have to sign up for those, but those I think you sign up once you're on the ship. Those are not pre-booked. They do other classes like your cabin steward will do wonderful little towel animals each night, and they do classes on towel folding. And I know Mackenzie really wants to do that this time. And there's some other classes like a mixology class, and sometimes they'll have like wine tasting or champagne tasting classes that you can sign up for. So.
You can sign me up for those.
Okay.
Come on. You'd have to twist your wife's arm to get down there.
Right, exactly. Yes. Me and Dave Tupper.
Right, exactly.
So once Mackenzie learns how to fold those towels, you expect that on the bed every morning, right?
She'll just do it.
Yeah, she will. I won't have to expect
She will.
it. She'll do it probably for the next
You're
2 weeks after we're home.
That's right. That'll be very,
washing
very
towels
cool.
every night.
What's the biggest thing you're looking forward to on this trip?
Relaxing. I'm looking forward truly to just sitting on my veranda reading my book, listening to the ocean go by. Our summer was so crazy, busy, hectic that I just need to relax. I need to read a book.
That's right. And I'll stand by the comment that for us, we found a cruise to be the absolute most relaxing vacations we've ever taken.
Absolutely. I love it.
You've told me that on many occasions, and I do believe you, but I'm just not used to. I'm used to the Walt Disney World trips where you're going constantly until you drop. So I'm looking forward to. We're going with you guys in February too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be on the new Magic.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. That'll be exciting. That'll be a whole bunch of trip reports on there, I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting ready for this show. I was kind of checking that out. It looks very, very cool. And they're going to have a new aqueduct on that as well.
An aquadunk.
Excuse me?
An aquadunk. It's going to drop you straight down.
Yeah, okay. Off the ship?
Well, if they don't, depends on what they do when they get it done.
I'm already nervous about this, and now you're going to tell me they're going to just drop me off the ship.
I think it depends on how you're tipping on the ship, whether they leave that hatch open or closed.
On our very first cruise, Mackenzie was just going into kindergarten, and I was extremely nervous and thought, good grief, how am I going to keep her safe? And was very, very concerned about that. But once you're on board and you see all the safety things that they have in place, you'll be very, very calm and feel like, okay, this is a safe place to be. My kids are safe. We're safe. I mean, to go overboard, you really have to try.
Right.
It's not just an accidental thing. You really have to try.
At no point do we feel walking around the ship that's a death trap over there you could fall right over.
No.
Because it's just not the case.
No.
Right. So you guys, how many cruises does this make? This will be your third Disney cruise. How many total cruises then? Have you?
Six.
Yeah, our sixth cruise.
This will be your sixth cruise. So you guys would be, I would call you veterans of cruising and Disney cruising in particular, seeing as this will be your third. What rookie mistakes are you going to avoid?
Hopefully overpacking.
Yes, I had read somewhere that when you go on, I think it was vacation in general, not just a cruise, to lay out all the clothes you plan to take, lay out all the money you plan to take half the clothes and twice the money. So.
That sounds good.
Making sure.
A nice thing on the ship that they have on the Disney Cruise Line that we know they didn't have on Royal Caribbean is they have laundry rooms. Mm-hmm. So you can do your own laundry on board. And then you don't have to send it out. It's not super expensive. So, you don't have to take as many clothes because you can just wash them, after a few days in.
Right,
Yep.
right. Don't hang your swimsuit over the balcony. That's probably...
No, you can't do that. That would be problematic. Although one tip that we did get before we went on our cruise is to take clothespins with you so that you can, if you choose to put your clothes out, like most of the chairs have like those little plastic slats to them, that you can kind of clothespin your items, your towels, your swimsuits that you sit on the balcony, clothespin them there. That way they're not going to go flying off your balcony.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And
then for a laundry soap, we're going to pick up some of those Tide pods.
Oh, yeah.
Just put on how many of those will take a few of those and just throw them in a bag. And
Those are nice and small and compact.
exactly.
Yep.
Great idea.
I will say that we're also very excited about the dining on this ship versus the classic ships,
Oh, why's that?
because they have the new Animator's Palette.
Yes, I guess there's 2 shows at Animator's Palette now.
Oh, really?
I think I read that. Like the first one is the show, like the regular one, and then where Crush from Turtle Talk is there.
Cool.
And then the second one is where you, I guess, draw on your placemat.
Oh, I did hear that somewhere.
And then they take some of those and they show those and they animate them for you. So there's actually 2 shows in Animator's Palette.
Now I really can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
So now, have you booked all of your dining? This isn't 180 days out anymore. So do you have to book that dining like you do if you're going to Walt Disney World? Or?
No, they will assign you dining. And they will assign your dining where you have one dinner in each restaurant. Then, it starts again, I think, is the rotation. Although I thought I saw some rotations where maybe you were in the same restaurant back to back on a couple nights.
Oh, okay.
But you'll get your keys to the world card, and on the bottom, it'll have the code as to what restaurants you're supposed to go to each night. So you don't even have to think about it.
No.
Some people call in and they request a dining assignment because they prefer to be in like Parrot Cay for Pirate Night. They think it's more tropical. And then for formal night, they prefer to be in Enchanted Garden or Royal Court. Is that what it's called?
Something like that.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Or maybe Enchanted Garden is the one that's like Parrot Cay. We don't have all of our restaurants on the fantasy down just yet. So yes, they prefer. They prefer just the more formal restaurant for formal night, and the more casual one for pirate night. But to us, I don't care. My important thing is that we have a good serving team. That's all I care about.
Right.
That's right. From our previous podcast, we went into that a little bit. But now there are 2 restaurants on the fantasy that you do need to book ahead of time.
Yes.
There's Remy and Palo.
Oh, okay. Now I've heard of Palo. What's Remy all about? I know he's a mouse. I know.
Well, he is a mouse. Remy is I believe it's the signature dining there. And is that that's a French restaurant?
It is.
And it's very upscale. I'm trying to think. We didn't even look into that one because the additional charge for Remy is like $75 a person.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
So that's on top of, all the other regular dining rooms are included in the cruise fare, but Palo and Remy are additional. So Remy's like $75 a person, and I believe Palo is $20.
$20. Mm-hmm.
So we did book Palo for one night.
Yes.
For a little,
very nice.
For a little adults only dinner.
Just the 2 of you. Very nice.
Yes, Palo. It's nice. Palo and Remy, they are definitely adults only. Even if you have a 17-year-old, like our 17-year-old, can't you just sneak me in? And no, dear, they have your age, when you board the ship. So he really wants to go to Palo, but absolutely, they do not make any exceptions. So you do have to be 18 or older.
But that's nice because that gives you guys a way to just relax and
absolutely,
enjoy each other's company without, as we all know, when you got kids, your attention is on them most of the time. So that's great.
Yeah, so we did that in Alaska on our Tracy's Arm evening, and that was it was a beautiful dinner, beautiful scenery. It
was amazing because we were cruising back out of the Arm during our dinner, and probably for the first maybe half hour, 45 minutes, it was still light out. So we, had the same beautiful view going in as we had coming out. So that was wonderful. That was nice.
That Tim, he's such a romantic, isn't he? Always thinking ahead.
There you go. Actually, I think it was our friends that booked Palo that night.
Yeah, they booked it for us, but
I think they knew.
She called you out.
That's all right.
Now, I know you guys love to participate in the whole fish extender experience.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to ask, and this may be a spoiler for those that may be listening to the podcast that are going on the cruise with you guys, but what did you get to put in others' fish extender?
Oh,
that's a good question. Well, I'll start with our lamest gift. Teenage boys are so hard to, get things for. I ask our child, well, what would you want? And, his response is always food. So
it's food or I don't know.
So we, ended up getting just those bigger boxes of candy, like at Walmart for all that. Because there was a lot of preteen and teenage boys in our fish extender group this time. So they'll have candy for a movie,
Yeah, there you go.
If that's, we have just a couple little ones on our cruise. For the little boys, we found these really cute little Monster Inc. mini backpacks, and they had a couple little crayons and some coloring paper and stickers in them. Mm-hmm. But then after you're done with the stickers and things, you could put little trinkets or whatever in the little backpack. It was really cute. And then we had just a couple little girls, and they have those princess packs that basically have the same thing in them, only they have a little bigger pieces of paper, and didn't come with a cute backpack. I wish they had, because I thought that was really cute.
Right.
For the in-between girls and teenage girls, Mackenzie and I painted picture frames, and then added a little Disney embellishment to it so that they can use it as, nice. Hopefully they'll enjoy that and be able to put a little picture in there as a memory of their cruise. Then for the not parent adults, because there were several 18, 19, 21, 23-year-olds traveling with parents in the same cabin, we thought maybe a can cozy would be fun. Mm-hmm. And then I took little rhinestones and embellished a little Mickey head on the little can cozy. And that is not my original idea. We had gotten a can cozy when we were in Alaska, and I loved it. And I use it to this day at school. I put my little can of Coke in there, and I'm good to go. Then I have to give all the credit to Tim for this one. It was my idea, but he did it. We had seen on Pinterest a really cute Christmas ornament that you bought the red Christmas ornament, and then you painted or used a magic marker to do the top, fourth of it or so,
Yep.
black. Then you put on 2 white buttons, and it looked like Mickey's outfit.
That's right.
So we did a Christmas ornament for the adults.
I have mad art skills.
And he did them all 28 of them. He did a great job. Great job.
That's right. Part of my therapy. It really helped a lot to focus on something small.
So they took you out of the straitjacket.
That's right.
That's nice.
Yeah. So we have, try to do different things for different age groups. And for the adults, I always try to do something that they can use after the cruise, because those are some of my most favorite gifts. The, magnets that we can use again on our refrigerator. Mm-hmm. Like I said, the can cozy is one of my most favorite that we've received, and just stuff that reminds us of the cruise. We did get a really nice ornament. Was that in Alaska or the Magic Cruise? The ornament that's Mickey's head?
I want to say Magic Cruise.
That was a really nice one. So I really liked the Disney ornament. That's kind of where I got that idea. And then I was poking around on Pinterest and found these really cute little Mickey ornaments. So hopefully they'll like those.
Yeah. I think they will.
Very cool. That is very cool. And you have 28 families.
28 cabins participating.
Cabins.
Yeah. So
very good. That's very cool.
The nice thing about the FE groups that you join, usually one person kind of takes the lead and kind of directs the group. And we had a great person on our cruise do that for us. Mm-hmm. And she, sent it out like, what do we think? What do we want the rules to be? Because every group has their own different rules. Some groups we're only doing one gift per cabin, not individual gifts. Some groups do one gift per person. Some groups like to be really big. I have heard of groups that are in upwards of 70, 80 cabins.
My goodness.
That's, to me, a little bit too much. And, even to get them, even though we're driving, so we don't have a problem with space, but for people who are flying, that would be a little difficult to get 80 cabins worth of FE gifts in your luggage. When we got to 27, 28, the director of our group said, what do we think about closing our group? We're, kind of getting up there, and people chimed in and said, yes, I think this is enough. We have a great group. It's good. So we cut it off at 28. We did have a couple latecomers who wanted to join in, and it was suggested that they make their own FE group, which was great for them. And I'm not sure how many they ended up with, maybe 10 or so. And a lot of them were first timers doing an FE exchange. So they were very, very happy. It was small. They thought it was reasonable, manageable. So it's nice. Sure. Yeah. It's not a Disney controlled thing. You do whatever your group wants to do. And our group decided that you could choose whatever you wanted to do. If you just wanted to do one gift for each cabin, that was fine. If you wanted to do a gift for the adults in the cabin, just one gift, and then maybe gifts for the kids, which is what we ended up doing. So,
well, that's nice. That'll be a lot of fun. And you're going to run those around just throughout the entire cruise, or is that like a first night thing? Or
we will probably. I was kind of maybe planning to do ours during our Grand Cayman day, since we were going to stay on the ship. Going on the different decks and delivering the gifts is a really great way to explore the ship and see different parts of the ship you might not otherwise venture to.
And you get to see everybody's door decorations and their fish extender.
Yeah, some people are really creative. I know there's a couple people online that you can buy them from that will custom make them for you. And considering my limited artistic and sewing ability, we bought ours. But some people, they've been posting pictures in our group of ones that they have made themselves, and they're amazing. There was one, the younger daughter made their fish extender out of duct tape, and it was really cute.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So I'm looking forward to seeing that one in person.
Kind of like my first prom dress. That was, no, we have, for anybody that knows, up in Northeast Ohio, the duct tape company is right down the street from us for the most part. And they have a contest where you make everything out of duct tape. So,
yes.
Tim, Dawn says that she's looking most forward to just relaxing. What are you looking most forward to on this trip?
The same. I like I said, it's the most relaxing vacation ever. And I do like just eating and not having to do any of the cooking.
Yeah.
It's nice every morning just to be able to just walk up to a nice restaurant and just have a quick breakfast.
And it's cheaper for us to feed Stephen on a cruise than it is at home.
Yeah, we make money on that deal.
It's so funny because, we know our kids meet friends and they just want to go and have a good time with their friends. And, we stay in touch with them throughout the day, and they have to check in with us, let us know where they are, what they're doing. Stephen, we, of course, being 17, give a little more freedom to him. Mackenzie being just turned 12, she will need to stay at Edge unless she tells us, I want to go swimming, in which case we'll meet her in the cabin while she changes, and then, be by the pool if she does that. Or if she runs to get ice cream, she needs to let us know, because I think, even though it's a Disney ship, it's not a 100% safe place. You're still, it's like a little mini city. And so you do need to really protect your kids and make sure you know what your kids are doing. And
that's where the wave phones come in really handy.
Yes, right. Because they can call us, and you can rent extra ones, which we plan to do, so that all of us will be able to contact each other. But anyways, back to breakfast. We do require our children to eat breakfast and dinner with us.
Yes.
That's our requirement on the cruise.
That's a good call.
And Stephen will eat breakfast with us very happily, and then he will meet his friends and go to the buffet and eat again.
That's right.
You should probably let everybody know that when they see that other boat come up alongside the Disney Fantasy, that's not a pirate ship. They're not trying to board to take over the ship. That's just more food.
That's right. They're not taking, they're delivering.
That's right. One too many teenage boys on the ship this time, I think.
Well, that sounds. It sounds like you guys are going to have a fantastic time, and we can't wait to hear. I know I can't wait to hear. I can't speak for all of our listeners, but I'm sure they can't wait either. I'm going to speak for them because it is going to be just so cool getting trip reports from you guys while you're on your way down there, and then of course on your way back. But we certainly wish you guys safe travels, and hope that you have just a blast.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, we're really looking forward to it, but we don't want to wish it away too soon. So.
No, because I have to go back to school right away, almost after we're done.
So after the cruise, if you see a light blue streak heading up the highway, that's going to be our van.
And get out of the way. We're in a hurry.
Everybody stay off of I-95 and I-77.
Right. Yeah, on Saturday the 10th, you don't want to be
That's right.
in front of us because we'll be whipping around you because we got to get back.
The front of the van's going to be glowing like the space shuttle coming in.
Outstanding. Well, guys, thanks so much for giving us your input on the Disney Fantasy Cruise, and like I said before, we wish you safe travels and hope you have just a great time and great weather. We hope that you have good weather on this trip. So.
Thank you. That's the other nice thing about cruise ships, though. If you're going to have crummy weather, they just go someplace else. They avoid it for the most part. Disney ships avoid the crummy weather. Let's put it that way.
Carnival cruises head straight into it.
For the most part, they do what they can.
Yeah.
You know, they can, go elsewhere. It's a nice thing. At Disney World, if it's raining, you're sort of stuck in the rain.
Yep. You'll be on the top deck. You'll look out. You'll see there's a rain off to the right or a starboard, as they might say, and you'll see they just decide to go around the rain. So
it's nice. I don't know. I don't know that we've ever had crummy weather.
No, we had normal Alaska weather, and Canada was fine. Yeah.
Well, Alaska, you know what you're getting into.
Exactly.
So, and we only really had one day of rain in Alaska, and that wasn't bad. It was like a drizzle, wasn't even a rain.
No,
it's not bad. That's not bad. And you'll know when the fireworks get ready to start because all the other cruise ships come up alongside you, don't they?
They're smart, they do.
That's what I've heard anyway. Some of the other cruise ships are like, oh, hey, they're going to do the fireworks too.
That's funny.
Anyway, that's all I got. And guys, have a safe trip and have lots of fun.
Oh, thanks, Bob. If anybody wants to follow us on our cruise, you can follow me on Twitter at ResortLoopTim or Bobby, I've also started an Instagram that I've not done anything with yet, but Resort Loop on Instagram.
All right.
After our friend Mr. Tupper in Hawaii, he highly suggested that we go to the Instagram route, so I'm going to try that out.
All right.
And,
and by the way, everybody, if you want to see some of Tim and Don's other cruises, they're up on our Facebook page and on our website. So go to ResortLoop.com or Facebook/ResortLoop, and you can see all the pictures from their Alaska cruise, their Canada cruise, and then, of course, when they get back, we'll make sure we throw up the Western Caribbean cruise.
You know it.
Yes, definitely. Lots and lots of pictures.
All right, that's all I got, Tim.
All right, same here, Bob. Well, tune in next time. ResortLoop.com. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar. See you, everybody.
Hang on. I will be right back. Hang
Okay.
On. Don't talk about me, Tim.
Okay. Bob has now left the show. Let's listen to what he's doing. I'll turn it up again really loud. I think he said, do you want wine?
Yes.
Is he a lush? Let's listen. I think they're fighting.
I don't think so.
Oh, it's a silent fight.
I heard that.
Oh.
Hey, we want wine, too.
Did you get wine?
Oh, I was supposed to get wine. I was supposed to get wine. I forgot about that. Patty said, bring some wine home. I forgot to get wine.
Nice.